Hey everyone, there is a new Lion King movie coming out December 20th, 2024. So we decided we would go back and revisit the old one, the one that we grew up with.
Oh, I like that.
We've made 2 cocktails to go with it because we're all drinking age now that we're rewatching it.
Yeah, not for kids.
Really?
We may have a mocktail version.
Mocktail later.
In The Lion King, young lion cub Simba is thrust into a journey of self-discovery and responsibility after the tragic death of his father, Mufasa, and his subsequent exile from the Pride Lands. As Simba grows into adulthood, he must confront his past, reclaim his rightful place as king, and restore balance to the kingdom that has fallen into disarray under the tyrannical rule of his uncle Scar.
So the first cocktail that we came up with is, of course, Hakuna Matata.
Well, forgive me for not leaping for joy.
Then the second drink is the Amarula Daiquiri. Nala is sweet and deep. What a great character to make a drink after.
Exactly. And this movie has a bunch of other awesome characters.
Just what I was thinking.
Obviously, Mufasa, James Earl Jones's voice, the great Jonathan Taylor Thomas as Simba.
Oh, yeah?
We have Pumbaa, Timon, Zazu. If you haven't seen it for a long time, you probably want to rewatch it before you go and see the new one in the theater. Doesn't hurt to kind of refresh and everything. And while you're doing that, check these 2 cocktails out.
Is that a challenge?
I think we should go ahead and start with number 1.
Hakuna Matata. For the ingredients, we're gonna use your favorite tequila, Midori, pineapple juice, lime juice, and a maraschino cherry.
Now in a mixing glass, we're gonna combine 1.5 ounces of tequila, a 1/2 ounce of Midori, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, and a 1/2 ounce of lime juice. We will then fill with mixing ice, stir for 2 minutes, strain into a rocks glass with a large cocktail ice cube, and garnish with a maraschino cherry. And here we have the Hakuna Matata.
When I think Lion King, and probably when you think Lion King, the first thing that you think of is that song. In fact, it'll be stuck in my head the rest of the day.
For the rest of your day.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like that.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Circle of Life by Elton John did pretty well in this movie too. Okay, enough talk. Let's taste.
Yes, time to taste.
Why quiver with fear?
It tastes great. It looks great. I love the neon green. And the cherry offers some very nice contrast. as well.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the little jungle area that they're in, and
Lots of foliage, tropical.
super simple,
Yeah,
which is your favorite type of drink.
What's wrong with that?
I like the lime juice. Gives it just kind of like a little bit of a bite.
Yeah, a little bit of a zing. And of course the pineapple makes it tropical. Well, and of course the melon liqueur.
Ew, gross.
No additional sweetener in here, so again, it's zingy and not too sweet.
Yeah, just use the fruit juice to sweeten it naturally.
Get some every time.
I think it's time to move on to cocktail number 2.
Yep, Nala's Daiquiri.
We're gonna be using spiced rum, Amarula, pineapple juice, lime juice, agave, salt, and a grapefruit peel. And here we're gonna be using a candied one from our Oleo Sacrum.
We're gonna combine into a mixing tin 2 ounces of rum, 1 ounce of Amarula, 1/2 ounce of pineapple juice, 1/2 ounce of lime juice, 1/4 ounce of agave, and a pinch of salt. I'm gonna top it with some shaker ice, cover, and shake through the chorus of the Circle of Life. Double strain into a chilled coupe. And garnish with the grapefruit rosette. And here we have it, the Amarula Daiquiri.
Looking pretty good, pretty creamy. Almost looks like a coffee, like a iced sort of mocha type drink.
What do we got here?
Yeah, like creamy coffee kind of colored, but it's really a lot like the color of Nala. Her really pretty coat.
Yeah.
Her pretty lion
Also
coat.
just like the African sand, very sort of has that brown sandy color and everything.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
I think a lot of that has to do with the Amarula, is that right?
Precisely.
The Amarula, and it's darkened a bit by the Spiced Rum as well.
Sure.
We did go through a couple of iterations of silver rum and landed on Spiced Rum.
Yeah. Amarula is is one of those liqueurs that I think not a lot of people, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. When I go out to a bar, I don't see a lot of drinks that really incorporate this liqueur into it.
Everybody's okay with this?
Had you heard of it before we went to Africa?
No, we actually went to the bartender at the lodge we were staying and asked, like, what is a, quintessential African spirit? And he pulled out Amarula, which he gave us with shots with creme de menthe.
Right.
Called them the Springbok.
That's right, the Springbok.
Yeah, so we did shots of that like every night.
Which wasn't too strong.
Nope.
But we wanted to use Amarula, of course, in The Lion King because it is an African quintessential liqueur,
Slimy yet satisfying.
much like the South Africa or the African Baileys, but it's cream-based and it's a citrus cream kind of flavor.
Yeah, they kind of, it's sort of lemony.
Tastes like chicken.
We had some friends that went over to Africa and they tried it and they were like, oh, we got to bring this back. We got to bring this back. And I think they brought back a couple of bottles and then they went to the local grocery store and they just saw it there.
Time out. Let me get this straight.
Here, typically, at least I find most of the places we go out to and get cocktails, it's Kahlua, it's some form of Bailey's. Now you can go and get Bailey's and they have all these different, iterations of that. So I haven't tasted anything like this, and I thought it really worked well with this cocktail. Fits the Nala character and then also the movie really well.
Yeah, it's easy to drink.
Good. We don't want to hear about it.
Tasty, spicy, a contrast from Hakuna Matata.
Yes.
Hakuna Matata is zingy. It is definitely fruity from the melon liqueur. Both are kind of equally refreshing in their own way, but this one I think has a little more substance to it.
What a wonderful phrase.
To me, it's interesting because I was trying to think, gosh, which one? Because you look at this one, I look at this one, and I immediately think refreshing, just because of the color, like some sort of a margarita type drink. That's sort of what I associate with it.
You are such a naughty boy.
But this one, very refreshing as well, and I attribute that to a lot of the citrus kind of that's incorporated into these drinks. So yeah, I think that kind of wraps up these cocktails in this movie. Very curious to see what the new one.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, I think it's called Mufasa, the Lion King. But my understanding is Simba is an adult now and he has a cub, but then it kind of goes back into Mufasa's upbringing.
Have you got your lions crossed?
I'm not sure how that's all going to work together, but we just watched the trailer online. It comes out December 20th. Good Christmas movie, I think, I guess.
Good family movie.
Is it going to be a Christmas movie? Should we debate that one?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's not Die Hard, so.
I would say.
But it was really nice to go back, watch this movie again, check it out. Just a lot of fun to watch some of the old childhood stuff that we grew up with.
The OGs.
The OGs.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much wraps it up here. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, comment below.
Yeah, let us know if there are any movies you would like us to watch and come up with cocktails. Let us know if you're having watch parties.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear about them and what you end up doing for your watch parties. Let us know what you think about the cocktails.
Okay, everyone, time to cheers, time to sign off. Thanks for watching. Hakuna Matata.